Well, we're going to do something different for Friday Fun. I woke up this morning and Sabrina said that she had an idea and she wanted to talk about things. So the great thing for you is that you don't have to listen to me. You get to listen to her.
Hi again. I just thought I would introduce myself better this time since I didn't really say much the last time you guys saw me. I thought it would be fun to go over the watches that I've collected over the years. I was not a watch person at all before this, and actually I made fun of him for having a watch. I was like, nobody has watches, everybody uses their phone, why do you have a watch? And here I am with not as many watches as him, but I have a few that I wanted to go over. Also, he wanted me to decorate the background with my stuff. Can you move? I am a super huge Merfolk nerd. I love it, and so there are my comic books, and there are my toys. People keep giving me toys. I have lots of them. And I like the Big Lebowski. Spencer bought me this shirt. And also, somebody asked how we met in the last video that we were together. So that's why I have our starship, and he and I met 14 years ago on a Star Trek message board. So anyway, I guess then we'll go to the bench, to the green thing, and talk about my watches.
Okay. So she's going to...
Okay, so first I wanted to talk about ladies' watches and how much I don't like them. Our daughter, our oldest daughter, and I make fun of these cocktail watches. Whenever Spencer gets a junk watch lot in, there's always a lot of them. And I try to sell them on eBay, and oftentimes they don't really sell. This is a swatch that actually I found in an antique store, and I thought it was fun, but it's way too small. So actually our younger daughter tends to steal it, and it's a good size for her. So I guess I will start with, which one should I start with?
Well, I don't know. What was the first watch that you really decided that you really liked?
It's this one.
Ah.
So do you want to tell people about it?
Yeah, sure. This is one that came to us. This is actually, Sabrina told me, this is one of the oldest watches that we've, like the longest watches that we've had. This came to me in a junk watch lot, but gosh, like almost a decade ago. This is something you don't see very often. This is a 6105. This is a 6105 dress watch. You almost never see them because people find them and they cannibalize the movements. But this is a 6105A. It's a 1968 watch, and she liked it, and so I restored it a good while ago, and I just went through this watch again for her for Mother's Day. So this watch is now completely rebuilt, totally rebuilt, fully jeweled, everything. This is now a 23 jewel watch. Anyway, but that's pretty cool. But that was the first one she ever stole from me.
I didn't steal it. You don't wear watches like that.
No.
Okay.
Wait, but what do you like about it?
I like the dial. I like the dark gray of it. I like the way that the case shape is. I think that it is a good proportion. Sometimes the cases are small and the dials are super big, and I don't really like the way that looks. And also, it's a good size for my wrist. So I like that one.
Cool.
Next, I know in the the last video he talked about how I'm a super big Arnie fan. I love Arnie movies. I love them. So this is not my watch. My wrist is super ridiculously tiny, and I would end up breaking my wrist wearing something this big.
But you won't ever let me sell it.
No. So I wear a baby Arnie. And it's basically the same thing. It's just smaller, and I think it came first, right?
No, I think they came out simultaneously. It's just this is an H556, this is an H558, but the differences are incredibly minor, just having to do with the casing, nothing else. There's only, I think, a few parts that are different. So this is literally, it's a baby Arnie.
So that one's mine. The next one, now, I used to wear this one a lot, and I haven't in a while, which is why there's no battery in it.
Yeah, I went to go look at it, and the CR260, the 2016 is dead, and I don't have another one.
Anyway, the only reason why I pulled this out is because a few years ago, our oldest and I were in Florida with my mom and stepdad, and I wasn't thinking clearly, and I went into the pool with it. And I jumped out and went, oh my God, and I texted him saying, what should I do? The only watch I have with me, I went in the pool, and he told me to put it in the fridge. So I didn't have a watch for a while, but you can't tell now because no battery, but putting it in the fridge, what did it do?
Well, refrigerators are very efficient dehumidifiers.
So it works, just not right now because there's no battery.
I'm amazed. I mean, this thing has original seals, and she went into the pool with it, and it only got a little bit of moisture inside. It's amazing. If I went back in, I need to do this because this is really dirty. If I went back in and rebuilt this completely, I bet she'd be waterproof.
Okay, so that. The next round are Vietnam watches. I really like Vietnam movies, and if it wasn't for the fact that my wrists are super small, I would probably wear the Martin Sheen Apocalypse Now one. So do you want to go? I know you've gone over these before.
This is another watch that we've had for a really, really, really long time. This is a 1964 issue watch. The movement was made by Benris. This came to us out of an estate lot in Texas a really, really long time ago. We have had this watch forever, and it was a smashed wreck when it came to me. Everything's original, but like the hands had been junked and the loom was all jacked up, so I went and found the original diagram from the original Army requisition form for this watch, and I reloomed this and restored the hands so this, and then rebuilt it so it worked. This is a DTU, oh gosh, what is this thing? This is a DTU-2A/P MILW38188, I believe. Anyway, it's a hacking watch with a 17 jewel movement in a parkerized single piece case, and they're cool. I need to go back through and service this though. It's been a really long time. These are two of the three of the MACV Special Operations watches from Vietnam. This is the quite rare 7005 8050, and this is the 6119 version. And these are both really cool watches. They're really neat, and it's amazing how much they're going up in value. And again, these are very, very rare. But Sabrina loves these watches.
Yes, I do. Okay, the next one is the one that I am currently wearing, which is the Seiko Astronaut. He got it recently, and I said...
In a trade, and
I said, ooh, I would totally wear that. And I didn't know he was going to trade for it, and then he went, here you go. And I was like, okay, now I have an astronaut watch.
I did what I'm supposed to do, which is that I made it happen. And these are really cool. These were used by NASA all through like all through the shuttle project. You can find many, many pictures of astronauts wearing these, and it's cool because it's got a reset thing. This whole bezel is how it operates. Instead of pushing buttons, you turn the bezel. I need to go back in and clean the contacts because some of these aren't working as well as they should, but it's a very cool watch, and I was super lucky in that I was able to find, let's see if I can find it here. Honey, where'd I put them? Aha! I was able to find a brand new insert for the rotating ring, which is really nice. And that's the original. It's all worn, but the nice thing is I actually was able to get two more of these inserts. So I have two of these brand new old stock, came from Japan, that we're probably going to put on eBay here. But anyway, you love this watch.
I love it.
Why do you love it?
Because it's the space watch, and I can't wear the Omega space watch because it's too big, and that's as close as I can get to a space watch.
Okay.
And the last one is super duper duper special to me. I really like the show Mad Men, and I said to Spencer, I want a Don Draper watch, one that he would wear, and then for Christmas, he brought out two Omegas and said he could make me one out of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Don Draper wore a mid-60s Omega Seamaster DeVille. His was a date, I believe. This is a no date. This is, hang on just one second. This one's pretty lovely. I had a silver dial and a black dial. And this black dial is really actually kind of cool because the dial is tropicalized. See the sort of gold flaking in there? That's not stock. That's from age and patina ink. But these are exquisitely beautiful movements. Beautiful movements, like everything. I mean, one of the things that Omega does so well are just their exquisite movements. It's a one-piece case, No case back. This is the original bracelet. I had to work like the devil to shorten it for her tiny wrist, but just such a beautiful watch. And she wears this one a lot. And it's just lovely and elegant and classic and timeless, like a lot of things that Omega does. It's a great watch. Wonderful watch. Okay, I think maybe we can break and then we'll just say goodbye, okay?
Hi again. Well, I hope you liked seeing the watches that I have and you didn't mind hearing me more than him. A couple of watches that I'd really like to have one day is
I'm all ears.
a Robert Redford Rolex, which I would wear the heck out of.
She wants a Red Tech 1680 Submariner from 1970. So if you have one laying around, no, seriously, but we are looking for a Rolex 1680, a Red Text. I realize they're incredibly collectible, but she really wants one.
And the other one I want is a Marty McFly Casio.
Yeah, she wants the, what's that? It's the something dash 50?
I don't know.
I think it's the CW-50. They make the CW-53 now, but it's not really correct. She wants the real movie correct one, but they're really hard to find. Yeah, anyway, we are looking for a real early Rolex Submariner. Not like early, but like 68, 69, 70, 71. The Red Text to be nice, though. Boy, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay.
It's a dream watch.
It is a dream watch. Well, we all have to have a grail.
Yes.
And that's her grail is a Red Text Rolex 1680. So if you have one and you're using it as a paperweight for bills, or you have a bowl of them by the back door so you can throw them at squirrels, and you can part with one, please let us know. And we will work with you. Okay, that's it?
Yes.
All right. Happy Friday.
Bye.
Bye.